Moi kaikki! That's Finnish and means hi everyone. I'm Hanna and this is my podcast called Hanna from Sheep's Alley. I'm coming to you from Kuopio, Finland. And today is Wednesday. Yes, it's Wednesday, August 30th. I was supposed to podcast yesterday, but it rained all day. I am also, or let's say I was supposed to podcast also today, but it has rained all day today too. And now it isn't raining, but I just checked the weather forecast and it will start raining within an hour, and it will rain a couple of hours. So, not going to podcast today, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to do this tiny bit differently than the last times I have podcasted. I will take you to a different location, but not doing today. It's not far from here, but hopefully the weather will be better tomorrow. So if I'm able to leave work just a tiny bit earlier than what I did today, I can film the podcast tomorrow. But I thought I'd show you how our garden looks like at this time of the year. So I'll just take you on a tiny tour in our garden, and then I'll continue tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow. So I'll go to the other side of the camera and I'll flip this screen so I see what I'm showing you. Okay, there are my herbs. There's 2 oreganos, 2 basils, a mint. What else is there? Oh, there's my not a plum tree, but the plum tree branch, which I decorated with those yarns. And here we have some those. It's not spruce, or is it? I don't know. Well, Finnish lesson time. Somebody asked me to say things in Finnish and teach more Finnish, and I'll do that because I don't remember the names of these plants. So that one there, that's Japanin marjakuusi, and that small one, that's shoot, I don't remember what that is in Finnish. I think it's Serbian kuusi, Serbian fir. It only grows about this. The height is about 1 meter. 1 meter high and 1 meter wide. That's my rhubarb. And there are still some cherries there. Those are already gone bad, but I picked out cherries and made cherry jam out of them. And this is rautatien omenapuu. Those apples, they are only there for decoration purposes. You can eat them, but they don't taste much of anything. So just a tree to look lovely. And there are, under this tree, there's Evertti and Sohvi, the wind bells I made at the ceramics. They are still having a garden party, and poor Evertti has only 1 leg. Poor man. And more firs, or I think that is a mini fir, but also I don't remember the name of that. I think it's hedgehog fir, siilikuusi in Finnish. That one died, well, almost died last winter. So we'll see if that looks as ugly as it does now, and it doesn't grow much more. I think we'll just take it off next spring and plant a new one. And that corn flower bed, that was full of weeds, and we just made a huge facelift to that. And there are some apples growing in that tree. That's a new one. We planted that one about 4 or 5 years ago, and this is the first time it makes edible apples. Don't ask me the name of this one because I don't remember. And there is the Belladonna Mamma Mia, which I made close up of her. Our bird feeder, which I made, hubby helped, and I painted that one. There are wild raspberry bushes there. We have collected those raspberries, I think, already 3 times and put them in a freezer. There's our barbecue spot. And there's my avocado plant. I think I should take that plant inside. And that's the elf's door. And that is Eva, the statue I made when we moved here. And then we have a tiny, this is Kääpiöpekka apple tree. It's a mini tree. And these apples, they taste wonderful. But I think we still need to wait for about 3 to 4 weeks before you can eat them. And then I'll show you how Sheep's Alley looks like. So let's go down the stairs. I think I did this in February when there was lots of snow. Oh, we have those rowan trees. They are full of rowan berries and they look so lovely. So this is how Sheep's Alley looks like to that direction. And then we turn around. The neighbors are not home. And that's how Sheep's Alley looks like to that direction. And that's my other flower bed. I should plant tulips. I think I will put tulips in this flower bed. So hopefully tomorrow the weather will be much nicer and I'm able to podcast in a different location, which is over that way. So see you tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow. Okay, hi everyone. We are not in a filming location, but we are close to that. This is Jynkkä Bay area, tiny bay, and a few boats parked there. I'm going to park my car. I didn't ride my bike because I have stuff to carry, and I'll park my car and then we go into the woods, and there's the filming spot. But I just thought that I would show you. This place is only like 5-minute walk from where I live. So see you in a bit in the woods. I'm in the woods and look what I found. Black chanterelles. These are very good mushrooms, and there's another one there. Ta-da! Those are very wonderful and awesome tasting mushrooms. And this is our mushroom forest. Very typical looking Finn forest. This is close to our home, and because this is a city forest, there are other people also collecting mushrooms from these places. This is not the only spot, but this is one of our good spots. So that's how a Finnish forest looks like. But now we are going to go to the filming place, so see you there. Okay, I have reached the place where I will podcast this episode 19, and today is Thursday, August 31st. I think it's about 2 p.m. And it doesn't rain now, which is good, because if it rained I wouldn't be here. But within an hour or an hour and a half it will start raining. So there's the little trail which I walked. There's my basket full of stuff, and that's the location where I'll park me. So see you in a bit. Okay, here we are at this is Rauhalahti Cape, I think. Jynkkä Bay is in that direction where I filmed, and then I walked through the forest, and this is Rauhalahti Cape, and city of Kuopio is right behind me. And I think I already did the introductions at Sheep's Alley. So the wind is starting to blow a bit heavier, so I think the rain is approaching, so hopefully it won't start raining. I actually have an umbrella with me, but let's get cracking. Okay, finished objects. I have 3, and the first one are these. My pompuloi fingerless mittens. But I made these a bit longer. Okay, where do I have my back pocket? There's my smartphone. I'll show you the pattern of these pompuloi fingerless mittens. Just a sec, because I have the pattern out now and it's available for everybody. So, talking about this pattern. So actually the pattern, the ribbing ends around here, so about this much. But I like that. I showed you the alpaca yarn which I bought from Jyväskylä Summer Knit Festival in July, and I liked it so much that I thought that I'd just make the cuff a bit longer, and I just made, you can see probably, I'll show with this one, you can see how I increased stitches. First increases here and on the other side there, then I knit I think about 5 rows, perhaps, I didn't count. I just looked at what looks okay, and I fitted this so that I could make these custom made to me. And then I made new increases and new increases. I think I increased total of 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Yes, you can actually see the increase spots there. So I made these a bit longer, and I like these a lot. Alpaca yarn is a bit itchy, I have to say, but I don't mind the itchiness in my hands. Probably a hat would be too much to my forehead, but anyway, I like these a lot. Then I made just plain simple Hanna's this and that socks. But I had a bit of accident with these. Nothing wrong with the pattern or anything, but with the yarn. See, I soaked these. Well, actually I was rinsing them, or I let hot water, well, not hot, warm water to run through these socks, and I was doing this, and I noticed that there is some bleeding, turquoise yarn, turquoise color bleeding, and I thought that, oh no, I have to soak these in a bit of vinegar, and then not boil, but stir them in hot water so that the bleeding would stop. And what happened? I heard a doorbell ringing, our doorbell ringing, and there was a postman delivering a package. So it only took about 4 minutes, and when I came back, the colors did this. So you can see brown there, and turquoise isn't turquoise anymore. It's green. I have to say I don't mind these colors at all. They are lovely, but they are not what the yarn was, which is this yarn. There's a specs. And this is, I wound a mini skein out of it so that you could see the difference. What a 3-minute hot water soaking can do. So, my mistake. But these are lovely. They are just not the original one. So, that's that. Then finished objects. Okay, I'll show you this book. I forgot to check out from the internet what this book is called in English. But this is a book about Icelandic knitwear. That's the original name of this book. I borrowed this book from the library. See, we are going to Iceland in April, in the middle of April, with our friends. We just booked the flights and the hotel. And I thought that it would be so cool to have an Icelandic, either sweater or cardigan. And I posted already on Instagram 2 patterns which I thought that I might knit. This is first one. I don't know how you pronounced it correct, but I say aftur. So this pullover. And then the other one is cardigan. This one, which I think you are supposed to pronounce it pirta. And lots of people commented on the Instagram post that this pirta cardigan would be more suitable because it's a cardigan. And I think this is what I will knit. But it is knit out of Alafoslopi. You can see there, Alafoslopi. I haven't bought the yarns yet. And this aftur, that's knit out of Letlopi. I have never knit using Icelandic wool, and I found a wonderful web shop here in Finland, and I bought Letlopi yarns because I wanted to try how that yarn works. And what I did is I made a swatch. Okay, I'll show you the Letlopi tag first. So this is the yarn I'm talking about. And those are the specs of it. Letlopi. And this is a swatch I made. I actually use this now as a pot holder. But this is quite dark. See, I bought a skein of brown, dark blue and light blue Letlopi yarns. And I tried to design a woman based on this, or actually these 2 designs. See, here in Kuopio we have a Orthodox church museum, and they had these very old patterns in their shop, and I thought these ladies were so cool, and I wanted to try to knit something using, this is cross stitch pattern, tea towel cross stitch pattern, but I thought that I wanted to knit ladies, women, not looking exactly like this, but something like this. So this is my swatch, and the design which I designed, you don't actually felt it, but I wanted to felt this to see how it looks like. But you can see that, well, you can see that you can't see the pattern really clearly. So I had to adjust the pattern a bit. And what I did is I made these ladies. And now, because I haven't felt this, you can see how the pattern looks like. And I was thinking, okay, putting these ladies on a pullover, yoked pullover would be okay, or put these ladies in a pullover at the hem part. But I thought that because I like backpacks, I thought that putting these ladies on a backpack would be wonderful. And I also tried to mimic those stitches and decorate these women a bit. So it's a backpack. You can throw this on your back. Like this. How can you see? Well, I have photos on my project page, but it looks like that. So I wanted to try how Let Loppi yarn works and feels like. It's very rough and feels a bit itchy, but still I'm going to make that Birta cardigan out of Alafos-Loppi. But I made another one because I wanted of these backpacks. This is called 6 Women on Your Back, because there are 3 plus 3 women going to be on your back. So that's the name. And I wanted to see how the yarn, well actually how the backpack works if I felt that backpack. And this is the second version. And as you can see, when you felt things, those pattern details, they get a bit blurry. Also another side looking almost the same. So I think this is also fun. This could be used as a project bag, and this I will use to carry my gym gear to gym, because I like also walking to our gym, which is quite close, only like 20-minute walk. So I will have my shoes and towel and water bottle in this backpack. Oh, I'll show you the difference in size if you felt. So this I washed in washing machine, but I only used like 20 Celsius. How much is that in Fahrenheit? I don't remember. Is it like, well, I'm not guessing because I don't remember how much 20 C is in Fahrenheit. But anyway, this is a different in size. So it shrunk quite a bit. I think a bit more, it shrunk a bit more of the height. Well, actually, I think about the same. About as much from the height than width. But anyway, I have 2 6 Women on Your Back backpacks. And this felting result, I'm not sure if camera is showing, but it's so soft looking, even though it is a bit rough, rustic I would say. But I think I will use that Let Loppi for felting purposes also in the future. So that's my last finished object. And Anne-Marie in New York, she's test knitting my pattern. She's using something else. Which yarn did she say? She messaged me yesterday and she said that anyway, it is Eran weight yarn, but she's test knitting that pattern. So when she has done that, I gave her 4 to 6 weeks to test knit that backpack, and then I will release the pattern sometime. I would say it could be sometime mid-October. Then, oh, did I forget to show you? No, I probably didn't. Okay, then whips. Okay, I'm knitting socks using Witch Candy yarn. I've had this yarn in my stash for 2 years now, and I think I was going to use this for a shawl which I was test knitting for Susanna, but that yarn didn't work very well. So I thought that okay, socks it'll be, and I'm knitting. How should I show it? I don't want this ball to run in the water. So these are the socks. Colorful, very busy yarn, but I think in socks busy yarn is a plus. At least to my taste, I think it is. I think these are quite autumnal actually, these colors. Just basic this and that socks, like the ones I showed these. Just my this and that socks. So that's a whip. Then what else oh, granny square blankets. Okay. I saw Peter in Dingo Dye Works. She had made a granny square blanket which had 4 identical granny squares sewn together, and then she had tassels on each corner. And if you have followed my podcast, you know that I like tassels quite a lot. So I'm using all my leftover. I think she had heavier yarn which she used. She said that in one of her episodes, but I don't remember which episode, but I think she used perhaps Aran weight yarn. But anyway, I think it was heavier than a fingering, which I'm using. I'll show these like this. So I'm at this point. I don't know how big I'm going to make this. So I have 4 squares. They are almost identical. I try to match the yarn amount so that I can get each square will have the same colors. The row repeats might be smaller. There's a boat. Can you see? Motorboat going there. So I'm planning on making these almost identical, but they don't have to be identical. I just want to use the same colors in each one of them. But perhaps this might be a lap blanket size. And I'm definitely putting those tassels at the corners. So that's my last work in progress. Then, okay, as you can see, I'm wearing the Ragdoll's favorite shawlette, and I have the pattern out now. I'll show you. If you like it and are interested, you can check it out from Ravelry. Ragdoll's favorite. Okay. Then what else? I couldn't do this podcast without notes. I always forget. Okay, I wrote down. Did I say that? I think I said that it's Thursday, August 31st. As you can see, I'm only wearing a short sleeve. It's a bit chilly. It's plus 15 Celsius, which I wrote it down. It's 59 Fahrenheit. But I think because the rain is approaching, the temperature is also going down a bit, I think, because it was plus 15 C in the morning, and I think it might be plus 14 or 13 now. But anyway, okay, what I didn't do, I didn't touch those other whips, kaunokki, ilburato, those sweet pea Afghan, and those. I will. I always say that I will. But eventually I will. Other things, knit and read, nothing to update about. Fog run, okay. My knee is doing better. I got good pain medication and some exercises I need to do to strengthen my leg muscles so that my knee will be in a better, you don't say posture, in better shape or... Well, anyway, I need to do those exercises to make my muscles stronger, to ease the pain from my knee. The doctor did say that there might be some arthrosis developing, but I'm not even 50, so I really need to take good care of me. Okay, ceramics classes. As I said, I'm not going to take those watercolor classes this autumn and next spring, but I'm taking ceramics classes, and those will start on the 11th of October. They are every Monday, 2.5-3 hours each Monday. And then I signed up. It's a class called, what is it called? Okay, translated, it is like custom made blouse/shirt sewing pattern. So we will take measures and make a shirt sewing pattern with our own sizes, and then we make the pattern, and then sew a blouse or shirt of some sorts. And then the teacher will give instructions how to use that custom-made sewing pattern to different blouses and shirts and so on. And on Saturday, my friend and I, we are going shopping, so I'm going to go to the fabric store and try to find fabric for that shirt. That course starts, I think it's shot in 3 weeks time. I have the date in my calendar, but now I don't remember. But those are fun new other things. Then I think that's it. I only have the giveaway section. Okay. Hope it doesn't start raining. So the giveaway for this month, which I showed you the last time, is this shawl pin I made. And as you know, there are these name tags. I'll take that off. Okay, these name tags, and I'll put them inside this used to be a hat bag. And let's see who wins that. It's getting chilly. Wins that shawl pin. Okay. Exciting. Anneli in Ontario, Canada. Are you a Finn living in Canada? Were you born in Finland? Or are your mother and father Finnish? I don't remember now. She introduced herself in my Ravelry podcast group. I should say that Hanna from Sheep's Alley. All the show notes are there. So Anneli, I will ask for your address on Ravelry, and I will mail you this shawl pin. Ta-da! I'll put that there. And the new giveaway. I always have giveaways, and you can try to win that giveaway if you like these. I made these stitch markers and a progress keeper. There's the progress keeper. I just realized that there is a similarity. See, I have a thing for houses, birds, and eventually also women. See these? Women. There's a crown head. I call these are not angels, I call them crown heads because they have crowns. And the stitch marker is kind of like a bow. 2 heart shaped beads and little bling bling, crystal bling bling. And there are, how many did I make? I made a couple of other ones. There's 5 stitch markers, and well, this is quite heavy. You could use this as a bag charm, I would say. So this is a new giveaway, and you can, if you like these, you can try to win these by going to my Ravelry group, Hanna from Sheep's Alley. I'll open up the episode thread, the episode 19 August episode thread, and I'll put a question, which is, because it's autumn and Halloween is approaching, do you celebrate Halloween? And if you do, how do you celebrate it? Because Halloween is, in Finland, people have started more and more to use Halloween with, like, they are having Halloween parties and with friends, and kids are having their own at home or even in schools. But we don't have that trick-or-treating thing here in Finland. We only do trick-or-treating during Easter time, but that's a little different celebration. Which celebration? But we don't go trick-or-treating, but we have Halloween parties, and we celebrate it by baking Halloween goodies, and I think I'll show you a few photos of what I have done. This is just a simple Halloween cake, a mummy face. I made that last year. Then the year before I made those coffins. And those, I don't know what went wrong with those, with the meringue dough, but those bones, they surely have osteoporosis because they look so osteoporosis-y bones. That's not a word, I know. I made it up. And those skulls, I made those also last year. And year before that, I made those cupcakes. I just found inspirational photos from Pinterest and I made those. I haven't decided yet what I'm going to bake because I know boys are going to ask, please mommy, bake something cool. So I need to go to Pinterest again and try to find something. I think I want to do those, well, this time non-osteoporosis bones, meringue bones. I'll probably make those and then something else too. But anyway, if you want to try to win those stitch markers and that crown head progress keeper, go to Ravelry, Hanna from Sheep's Alley, and answer that question, or leave any other kind of question that you want to leave if you want to try to win these. So you can't really see, but my fingers are really getting numb. The temperature is really going down now. So I want to head home before it really starts raining, and I'll see you at the end of September. Moikka!